Mets Citi Field. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Zach Wheeler's a quality pitcher. 3-pitch mix guy. Fastball 93 to 96. Good hard slider and a straight changeup. If he brings all 3 of them with him to the ballpark, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, it appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Hey, Matty V, talking about a team that's on a roll right now, D-Roll. How about this? Through the first 4 games of this homestand, perfect 4-0. They've got their sights set, D-Roll, on some bigger and better things.
And you know what, Dan, and the fans feel it. You can tell there's an electric atmosphere brewing in this stadium right now, and hopefully it continues.
Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. His career line against Wheeler, he's just 1 for 6. Ball swung on and hits a Cabrera at second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting third, left fielder,
and that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Bruce is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Vince Velasquez is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Here's Juan Lagares. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
leading off for the Mets, the center fielder, number 12, Juan
First delivery
Lagares.
to him on the way. Missed with a breaking ball. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come out of the gate slowly. Just 1 of their first 4 have been wins.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And this is taken in for out number 1. Here's Adrian now. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's gone 3 for 6. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Gonzalez behind, 0-2 the count now. Velasquez is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty V, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has 2 different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has 2 pitches that rate an 8 or a 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted the other way to left center. Oh, and he misses it. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play. And that'll compound matters even further.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly would be a big understatement. Looked like a circus act out there.
Now the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So 1 run on no base hits, 2 errors in the inning, and no one left. On now to the top half of inning. Here's Carlos Santana now. His career line against Wheeler. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. The 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Into the box now, Maikel Franco. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Santana aboard here at first with nobody out. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And a waste pitch there, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And foul, though it had the home run distance.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
The first with it is Wheeler, and the runner back safely. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To Cabrera for 1. On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball that just misses inside. Here comes the 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Cespedes is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's Jay Bruce now. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's 3 for 9. He also has 1 home run. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bruce is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Popped him up. Franco trying to get there, and this will land foul. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed up a little high. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hoskins waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Next up from New York, Wilmer Flores. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
2-0 now. Hard on the ground towards short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. So next to the plate for the Phils, J.P. Crawford. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. That gets down, and the Phillies' first hit of the game is going to be for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself into scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
So stepping in, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Getting a few steps off of second there. Now the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Behind 0-2 now. A pause, and the 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Count is 1-2 now. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Now a long throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Dero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
High in the air out to center field. Lagares will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning. Number 3, Phillies on top 2-1. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's only 1 for 10. First pitch on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And there's the signal now from the crew chief. As we expected, we will have a rain delay.
Begins to be dicey, Matt, if you're one of these managers right now. It looks like this could be delayed somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Do you leave your pitchers in? Most of the ballparks have areas down below where guys can ride the bike or get on the treadmill. But you start getting into that 45-minute to an hour delay, you're starting to really flirt with danger. I'll be interested to see what the managers do with these two pitchers.
First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
On to first, and very quickly, 2 are gone here in the home third. Digging in for his second at-bat, Juan Lagares. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball.
Tried the old ambush tactic, and it almost worked right there. Wasn't able to keep that first pitch fastball fair. The at-bat, he's got a lot left in this. If he's able to let that one go, I still think he can have a quality AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Williams is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 2-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Santana. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is camped under this one, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Michael Franco. First pitch on its way. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. Lifted in the air to center. Lagares is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Ready for another chance? Nick Williams. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. And that one right down Main Street. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. One and 2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now another 2-2. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Pretty forceful about it, too. And the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They lead it 2-1. Striding in once again, Adrian Gonzalez. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. And he takes a called strike 2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And a good throw gets him one gone. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. And that's in there for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. The 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Hoskins waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. In there at the knees, strike 1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
2-0 now. Two balls and a strike.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
So striding forward now, Jorge Alfaro. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First things first, here's a throw over. And a dive, but he's back in there. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Stepping in now, Vince Velasquez. And he'll take a look at ball 1. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. A 1-1. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Cesar Hernandez. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Odubel Herrera, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. From the belt, the pitch. Hit out towards second. Cabrera's up with it. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets 1. Here's Jay Bruce now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out at the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Digging in now, Todd Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way in front of a great slider that time. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Todd Frazier becomes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 5th. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Next for the Mets, Wilmer Flores. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. A 1-0 delivery. Takes a knee-high fastball. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail it here 3-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 38, Anthony Warsack.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Hoskins behind to count 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So now Carlos Santana head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He comes in as a .316 hitter. He's taken him deep once. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Ready for another shot now, Maikel Franco. No hits to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. So the 2-out base hit in the top of the inning is still alive.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Up next will be Nick Williams. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1, and it's still 3-1. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
The 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hoskins arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Brandon Nimmo will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Here's a drive out to left center field. Around first, digging for 2. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Nimmo, the runner at second with one away. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Another 1-2 delivery. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Full count, 3-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 58.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
2-0 now. In the dirt here. Fortunately, no advance from any runner, but meanwhile, it's 3-0. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ball 1.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
A little bouncer. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Grounded to first. Santana's got it. He'll go to the bag for 1, but they'll only get 1 as he's in there at second.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his batting gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
Runner back standing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Williams going back. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 4-3 game. And he is in at third with a 2-run triple. So a runner at third. 2 men are out. And stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. The Mets lead. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Paul Sewald is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit down the line at first. Gonzalez has got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Digging in and looking for more, Jorge Alfaro. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. A ball and a strike. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. 2-1. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Bruce coming on, and he can't get to it as it bounces over the wall for a ground rule double, and the tying run will be in scoring position.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Aaron Altair come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23, Aaron Altair.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit. Take him out of the ball game. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Cesar Hernandez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Throw to first is not in time, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first base.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Fouled off.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Now a look and a throw back to second. A dive, but he's back. The next 1-2 pitch. Just got a piece to the right side. And Gonzalez will take it over himself, and that'll do it. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and we are tied 4-4.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 46.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Leading off for the Mets.
And that misses for ball 1.
Todd Frazier.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Wilmer Flores stands in as he looks at a called strike. In there, strike 2. All knotted up, 4-4 the score here in the 7th. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Herrera on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now here it comes. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Crawford gloves it, and he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still all square at 4 apiece. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that game.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
And that's going to be a base hit, so a good start as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to start the 8th.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Digging in to try it again, Carlos Santana. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Santana in front with a 2-0 count. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Has a look, now the pitch. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Franco. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
Now the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And that gets him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick.
Up next will be Nick Williams. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Cabrera's there on the first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the 1 left for Philadelphia. This game's all tied at 4. David Wright is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 57, Luis Garcia.
Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. The set and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0. Popped him up. Santana in foul ground, and he brings it in on the warning track.
The first baseman, number 23, Adrian.
Here's Adrian now. Matchup numbers with Luis Garcia. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here.
This is one of those situations you dream about when you're a kid. He steps up in a big spot and blasts his first home run of the year to take the lead. Storybook stuff has come to life.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
As Dribble Cabrera ahead in a 3-1 count now. That's lifted the other way out to left. Hoskins waits on it. And the inning is over. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils. It's now 5-4 New York. A.J. Ramos comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
A.J. Ramos.
Ready once again, J.P. Crawford.
He will not be seeing the usual suspect close this game out, as he's been given the day off by his manager to get a little rest.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
Cespedes is there, one quick out to start inning number 9. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jorge Alfaro head-to-head against A.J. Ramos. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
Boy, that's a big base hit right there. The only problem now, D-Row, you have the pitcher's spot on deck. It'll be interesting to see how they play this one.
Well, those guys on the bench, they know their pay grade. They've been getting loose since the 4th inning. I look for the manager to definitely make the move here for another bat.
Number 4 will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 4.
And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Popped him up. Bruce coming on. But he can't get there. And a big break on defense as the tying run will be forced to stay at third on the ground rule double.
Wow, if that ball stays in the park, we've definitely got ourselves a tie game. But it hops over and the runner has to go back to third. That's a bad break, and now they'll have to find another way to get this game tied.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, head-to-head against A.J. Ramos. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now a bunt attempt here. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the tying run is going to score here in the 9th, and we are right back to where we started.
Well, I'm not sure if he played this a little too nonchalant or he took his eye off the ball a little bit early or what, but it's never a good look when you can't make a play on a pop-up like that one.
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll into the box now. Rhys Hoskins. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the bases loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
2 balls and a strike. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Hernandez over at second. Herrera is over at first with one away. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. So now Carlos Santana, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to Edwin Ramos comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. It was a 2-run triple for him in his last AB.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
And he takes strike 2. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Next for the Mets, Jay Bruce. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Ready for another chance? Todd Frazier, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. 0-1 the count. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 1-1, here it is. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
High in the air down the right field line. Williams is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Down in order go the Mets. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Hansel Robles takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Robles, a 27-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Digging in once again, Nick Williams. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And that one just missed outside. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Now the 1-0 is a ball down and away. The 2-0 on the way. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3. 1 out, nobody on. Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike 1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Ready now, J.P. Crawford. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. The pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Next up from New York, Wilmer Flores. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. There to take it is Franco, and that's your first out.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Travis d'Arnaud. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Jose Reyes will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Hit on the ground out for short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Juan Lagares. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. And he'll dive back in safely. Here's the first pitch. And a good call as they pitch out there, but Reyes isn't going yet. The 1-0. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Mets leave 1. This remains a 5-all ball game. Jerry Blevins takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 39, Jerry Blevins.
Digging in and looking for more, Jorge Alfaro. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Jorge Alfaro.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Comes set and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Alfaro is retired, and there's one away.
The pitcher, number 61,
Pedro Florimon will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Swing and a line drive. Just foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A changeup over the inside corner. One out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting, second baseman.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Cesar Hernandez. The head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. Pretty good success. He's 4 for 5. He also has 1 home run. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez. Blevins, a native of Tennessee. He was a 17th round pick back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Ready with the 2-2. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Full count now, 3-2. Odubel Herrera would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Left side. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him. Hector Neris takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th. Adrian Gonzalez will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Here now the 2-2 is taken, ball 3. Waiting on deck is Drupal Cabrera. Now the 3-2 pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Here now is his Drupal Cabrera. Comes in 0 for 4 with an RBI in this one. From the stretch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center. Hoskins waits on it. 2 down. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. His career numbers against Hector Neris. He's 0 for 8. First pitch coming. Here it is. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. This is on the ground over the first. Glove by Santana, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. This ball game still tied 5-all. Digging in once again, Odubel Herrera, as he's set to go to lead off the top half. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Two and 0 to the Phillies center fielder. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. Rhys Hoskins waits on deck. Swing and a miss as he couldn't hold back. 3-1. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on. Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Riding in once again, Rhys Hoskins. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get back in safely. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 0-1. Good changeup, just missed inside. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Hits this one hard the other way. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Change up low, 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-0. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Now the 2-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Count remains 2-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Still even at 2-2. Pereira at second. Hoskins on at first with nobody out. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And that misses for ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Ready for another shot now, Maikel Franco. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. He's safe at the plate. And deep into extra innings, they have taken the lead.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams. Attempt. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Nope. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Pat Neshek enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings. Here's Jay Bruce now. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. He's 0 for 5. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hoskins waits on it. Makes the play. 1 away. Here's Todd Frazier now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. There's that little sinker right over the outside corner. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. 2 gone. Ready for another chance. Wilmer Flores. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Hector Neris claims the win out of the pen, his first. Pat Neshek wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 6 runs on 12 hits. 2 errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Mets, 5 runs on 4 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to Inside the Show. Baseball is back in April. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Looking first at the NL East, the Phillies held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they grabbed the extra innings win over the Mets, 6-5. The Braves bested